You're in store for another tremendous edition of Wardy's Screencasts. We're going to work on writing a thesis statement, also known as a claim today. So I'm going to give you a quick overview of what it is, what a claim or thesis statement is, the steps to writing one, and how you can evaluate yours after you think you have a good claim or thesis statement to see if in fact is good. So let's get to it. Claim or thesis statement. It's one or two sentences. It's your thinking about the conversation or the topic being discussed. Reality, it's your stance or answer to the question. It's the A in race. Your thoughts about the topic that you can support with evidence, the citing evidence. So really, you kind of do write thesis statements and claims. We're just going to make them a little bit more clear and elaborate a little bit more for an essay purpose. All right, it's the part of the story that really lets you know, your reader know, hey, what's coming next? If you're writing something in a thesis statement or claim that isn't explored later in the essay, your thesis statement or claim is not good. It's off base. Gotta tweak it a little bit. All right. It should say something important, substantial about the topic, about the conversation. All right. It should include reasons. So let's get into it a little bit more. There's 3 steps you can take to writing a good claim or thesis statement. The first is collecting evidence, which we spent the last few class periods doing. All right, you have to have the evidence to know what your answer is or what your stance is. Makes sense. Now determine, all right, how's all the evidence, how do these ideas I have, how do they connect? What am I really trying to say? What is my answer? Once you have that, then you can write a good, clear thesis statement that you know you're going to be able to defend with the evidence that you've collected. So step 1, collect evidence. 2, how's it all connect? Now you can write it. After you've written a thesis statement, there's some questions you can ask yourself to determine if it's good or not. Do you answer the question, the prompt, the topic? If not, probably not a good thesis statement or claim. Have I provided an answer that others might argue against? Remember, a claim is kind of your opinion, your stance, but it's a valid opinion because you can support it with evidence. Somebody else could come and argue it with you, but as long as you have evidence to back it up, you're good. If it's nothing that you can argue and it's a fact, such as the sky is blue, that you can't really argue that. Therefore, that's not a good thesis statement. The sky is blue because it reflects light from the ocean. Making this up as I go. A little bit better. Does the claim or thesis statement pass the so what, who cares, or as we like to call, the duh test? Duh. World War II was a horrible event. Well, duh. I don't think anybody would say a world war is a great event. Why? Which leads us to the next one. How or why was it a good or bad, World War II a bad event? For example, Taylor Swift's an amazing country singer. All right, if the prompt was, what do you think of Taylor Swift? It answers it. Others would definitely argue it. All right, I might say, so what? Who cares if she's an amazing country singer in your opinion? You need something more. America's the best country in the world. Duh. We live here. It's awesome. Does not say perfect, but it does say best. Needs more. So here's a couple other rules. Don't announce it. Just say it. We've been talking about no personal pronouns. I believe my opinion out. Instead of saying I believe she's an amazing country singer, just say Taylor Swift's an amazing country singer. However, we still have the duh, so what, who cares issue. All right. Let's add something to this. So Taylor Swift's an amazing country singer. Because she has a crisp voice and writes authentic lyrics. This because line all of a sudden adds a little bit of rationale to it, adds a little reasoning to it. Now all of a sudden it's not just duh, it's all right, why do you think she is? Oh, crisp voice, good lyrics. Okay, I still can argue it. Some of you will, I know. And if you do want to argue it, just shake it off. Shake it off. It's the extent of Mr. Ward singing. Do not laugh. It's not amusing. I tried. Anyway, this kind of covers it. But America's the best country in the world because the people and its leaders are always trying to protect the rights of the Constitution, protect people's rights through the Constitution. There's a because line in here. So really, if you can put it because at the end of your duh statement, or so what statement, now all of a sudden it becomes a little bit better of a claim or thesis statement. And that is really it. So make sure, I'm going to give you this little checklist. After you write a claim, go through this. Do you take care of these things? If so, you're good to go. If not, you need to tweak it. We're going to talk about claims and thesis statements next, a little bit more in depth, do some practice. As for now, Wardy is out. Peace, yo.